Alright, welcome back to the channel. It is the time that you guys have all been waiting for. It is the big reveal of the car in, say, a finished state. It is finished enough for this autocross season, which at the time of this filming, you've already seen that we've started. So sorry the videos take a little bit longer to edit and get together than I initially thought, and I wanted to get the autocross videos kind of going out as they're close to when they're happening. So the car builds have lagged behind a little bit. I apologize on that, but big culmination of all those videos is finally here. So without further ado, let's go see the car. Alright, for those of you that have been following along with all the build videos, first off, appreciate it. Thank you very much. I know some of those early videos were probably a little slow, a little difficult. Hopefully some of them have picked up a little bit as it got into some of the better content, such as wrapping the car and some of the interior stuff. So this video is going to be more of just a wrap-up of all the things that I did to get the car ready for this 2021 autocross season. I'm not really going to go over things that I didn't change. I'm just going to kind of go over things that I have changed for the car. So if you want to see like the total walk around of this car that I first did in its 2020 state, there is a video on that I'll link up here. This video is just going to be kind of going over what I changed, which is a lot.
I'm going to start off with the interior, which there is an interior. So there are door panels, there is carpet, there's a rear seat delete, there are rear panels in there. The only thing that I really haven't got around to getting is the panel to cover back there. For some reason I didn't save that when I stripped out the interior, so I need to get another one of those. The seats are the same. We also have a quick disconnect racing steering wheel. This thing is really sweet. It comes on and off pretty easy. You can almost do it with one hand. There you go. The dash is still pretty stripped out. There's no radio, no HVAC, no blower underneath, so it's pretty much a stripped out dash. The roof is still no headliner, so all those things do not need to be done for cam class. You just have to have kind of finished interior, panels covered, headliner can be removed. I really like being able to have the brand new carpet, so I was able to just have it go over the transmission hump. I didn't have to have the center console back in here or have like this cutout where the center console was going to be. I do want to get like a better trim to go around there, but that works pretty well for now. All right, moving to the outside. So the car is wrapped. Ashley and I did it ourselves over the break. Overall, it wasn't too bad. It was just very time consuming. So I have probably 40 to 50 hours in the car and wrapping it. But overall, it turned out amazing. You can't really tell what color the car was except for in like a few little spaces. The back bumper was kind of the hardest thing to wrap. You'll see a little bit of wrinkles in there, but you don't notice it unless you're looking for it. Up here is really the only places that you can kind of tell that the car used to be red. Also done on the outside were
these fender flares. So they're just eBay universal fender flares. So they give a nice racing look. They're not, fitted perfectly to the car. There are gaps. They're universal, but it gives the car a racy look. I really like it. Other thing, wheels and tires. So these are Kanze K&P wheels in a bronze finished. It's textured, so it's kind of like a powder coat looking finish. So the tires are big boys. They're the Falcon RT 660s in a 315 30R18. And these wheels, I forgot to mention, are 18 by 10.5 wide. There is a small 1/2-inch spacer on there with extended studs to keep that from contacting too much with the suspension in there. Moving more forward, we'll check out this splitter. Class legal, 6 inches forward. So there are some changes that I would want to do to the splitter. So this is just kind of version 1. It's not ideal. So it's got this flat face, which is one of the things that I need to change out to be more of a rounded finish. And I don't really like the garden edging. It's not as sturdy. You kind of see that it's pushed up underneath. So that will probably be a thing that changes at some point too. But overall, I really like the splitter. It's a quick disconnect, so I got a handle right down here. Pull that, pop it all off. So it's done up with like a handle and striker from like a door. So I just went to the junkyard and picked that up, real cheap, easy. The support rods are from Professionally Awesome. They're carbon fiber. They got a little bit of give to them, so if there's any kind of impact. And they're also quick disconnect, so I just pull the pin and then I can easily pull that off. Also got a tow strap just in case, go off course. Underneath the bumper is a tube bumper that I built. So that's what this attaches to. Also, you can kind of see that there's some radiator ducting. So all the airflow for the radiator comes in through here and is ducted straight to the radiator to give better cooling. Since I have this splitter on here, it covers the bottoms. I needed to do something to get airflow into the radiator since I can no longer suck it up from the bottom. To help get that air out, I got some hood vents. So these are from Race Louvers. These things are awesome, so they help with downforce because of how these are curved kind of up at the front, and then also help with cooling a lot. I can constantly see heat coming out of these. Also on the hood, got these hood latches from AeroQuip. These things are super easy, look great, really like them. Underneath the hood, nothing has changed, still the same engine underneath there. That is one of the things that I do want to change. I need a little bit more power. I'm a little outgunned in my class right now, as you've seen. All right, front suspension did change a little bit. So I got the extended ball joints on the lowers, and then I changed out the lower control arm bushings to the Delrin aluminum. So that has improved the front suspension a lot. So that was done to raise my roll center back up. So if you've missed that video, I highly recommend to watch the roll center one. Roll center is very important on the Mustangs. A lot of people lower these cars and get them too low, lower that roll center down, which is then causing you to have more body roll. So raising that roll center up will greatly help your front suspension, and that has been, I think, one of the biggest improvements on this car to make it the competitive that it is this season. All right, going towards the back, rear suspension is all unchanged, maximum motorsports, torque arm, and all that stuff, so you can watch the videos for that. So the taillight was changed, same taillight, but as you can see, I sanded and polished it. It's all lens, so there's no painted pieces on here anymore. I sanded all the paint off. I think it looks much better like this, and now I don't have that faded red on here that would have matched the faded red of the paint job. I didn't have to go in and sand and paint this or wrap it or whatever it had to do to try to match it to car here. It's just all lens, looks great. The lights illuminate just perfectly fine. Love it. We'll pop the trunk. Don't think I ever really showed in here, but this is basically the same. You can see the panel back there. Got 2 bolts that hold it on up at the top, and then just push pins around the outside. Alright, so that's the update on the car, the changes that I made in the off season, the new looks of the car, which I have to say are just fantastic. I appreciate everyone's feedback on the wrap, how great it looks in person and everything like that. It has made the work that me and Ashley have put into the car well worth it. I greatly appreciate all the positive feedback. So as always, thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button. It really helps to move the videos up in the YouTube world, galaxy, universe thing. Leave a comment below if you like the video, like the car, want to see more, have suggestions on other things that I can do. A car is never done, you know? So as I already alluded to, I want to get something done up on the engine. I already have something in the works for that. You'll see that coming up soon. There's also other things that can be done to the car. The splitter needs improvements. Suspension probably needs some improvements. I'm still running practically stock front suspension. So for the time being, thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Later.